Hello, it is Crimson Duels. I am back with another video. I wanted to do another kind of beginner tip video, and this one is around deck building. I think that deck building is one of the most important parts of getting to King of Games, and I think this series is kind of centered around the best ways to do that and kind of be efficient with your time, with your energy, and all of that. I think that when newer players join the game, and these are people that haven't really played Duel Links in the past, or haven't played Master Duel, or TCG in a very long time, the tendency is to just look at the cards you have and be like, how can I put them together to have a great deck? I'm not here to tell you that anyone is wrong or right for doing that, but what I do want to take the lens of is a competitive player, and the best way to get to King of Games effectively, repeatedly, month after month, and those type of things. So that is the way I'm going to kind of approach this conversation. Now, I've shown this website before, and I will probably continue to because I think it's fantastic. This is Duel Links Meta. And the page I'm on here is up at the kind of top banner on the top decks page. There are a number of different archetypes and deck types listed here, all of which are very viable, and can likely get to King of Games, some easier than others, and especially looking towards the top of the list there. Seeing something like Orcust having 120 different deck entries, all that you can view, whether it's a deck that has won a tournament recently or did well in a tournament, got someone to King of Games, anything like that. A lot to choose from. And with that, I think that's where the power of customization comes in. Um, Dwark is being a little bit unique, but like looking at DDD, your elemental heroes having 40 something entries, all going to be a little bit different. You don't need to come to one of these pages and just copy and paste a deck that someone got to King of Games with. You can look at it, you can analyze the deck and be like, this deck isn't particularly disruptive. My style is to have a couple more cards of that type. Let me add some in. Let me remove a few things in there that I don't like. Let me add something that I do like. But these are meant to be used, in my opinion, as a bit of a starting point. Let's see what other people are doing. Let's see what's really common. Let's see what kind of customizations are made and what some people might prefer instead of other people. And then let's think about myself and what I enjoy and what I think this deck needs. Putting that all together, but using a starting point like this is incredibly powerful. So one other option I want to bring up, if I go up top here to the tier list, it's going to show me the top 3 tiers that have been determined. And ignore the ads, please. They can be a little bit obnoxious on the sides there. But right now we have Orcust as tier 1, DDD is tier 2, and 6 different decks is tier 3. These are all ones that are going to do pretty well. Even to win a tournament, you do not need to play one of these decks. These are just kind of suggested. Now, what we can do though is if I click into Elemental Hero, so like the deck that I was playing last month, and I scroll down, it'll give you a lot of deck statistics, which are really, really helpful. Let me close a few of these out. Um, but we can see like what is often being played. We can see here, we can like highlight card over card. We can see how it's obtained, the effects, and everything. So 3 Stratoses, we can see 2 Miracle Fusions, 99% of the decks, 97. 2 Blazemans and 96%, 2 Liquid Soldiers and 96%. So we can see what is really common, and we also have the arrows up and down to show like it's being played more frequently or less frequently. So here's really the kind of the core pieces there. So like if I wanted to take 15 out of 20 cards in a deck and get them from this page here and have some flexibility, like this is really where I'm going to go and say, here are the cards that are being used really often. Here are the ones that I should really use as a starting point. So we have for the main deck and the extra deck. And then as we scroll down, we also have samples. So we have this one that's going to look really similar to the one that I was playing last month. A little bit of variation. I added a few more cards, but this is the approach that I take, and you can kind of see how I got there. I took these cards here. I said, I don't really like expendable die. Let me put something else in there instead. Let me add a Book of Moon. Let me add a double summon, things like that. But, there's nothing wrong with using someone else's deck as inspiration at very least. We can also see a bunch of recent decks here. I can click into this one, for example, and see are there things they're doing differently. They have 2 Book of Moons. They have 3 evacs instead of Ice Dragon's Prison. Um, all of these things to say that I think the best approach to deck building is to start and get inspiration from other people's decks that they've used, and then um, put your own twist on it. Modify it as you see fit. Be creative, but I don't think you should start from scratch and try to be creative there. I think you're not going to be using your time efficiently, and you're going to take time away from actually being able to play the game and duel and get your ranking up. So hope this has been helpful. Let me know your thoughts. Do you have another approach that's good for deck building? Is this something you have considered, not considered, or anything of the sort? So hope this has been helpful for you.